How I know I've made a measurable difference in the lives of my students is something I always think about as a teacher. I want to be that teacher that my kids always remember. In my past experience, I remember my high school choir director who embodied those qualities I'll always try to match. Mr. Greg Hebert was and still is that inspiring leader who led me on the path to pursue great music education. I will always remember him, as it is my goal that my students always remember me. Just about a week ago, I got a message from a student who was in my 8th grade class a few years ago. I couldn't help but tear up as she expressed how much of an impact I made on her when she was in my class. Now, although I didn't realize this at the time that she was in my class, she let me know that her first experience in music with me led her to be in choir in high school. And now graduating from high school, I had the joy to hear from her how much I meant to her as her music teacher. There are several events in which I've made a significant impact in my community and on the school just this year. The most significant impact I've made in the community was in February of 2013 when I sang as the featured vocalist at the Mesa Arts Center Theater. I sang the classic Feeling Good as I was accompanied by members of Michael Bublé's band. The concert was to raise money for music education in schools. And we were able to raise about $250,000. I absolutely love performing, and what a cause I was able to participate in. That was a musical experience I'll always remember. In my school, I know I've impacted the lives of my children and the direction of my school. At the beginning of this year, I composed the school fight song, which is sung about almost every day, representing our school's spirit and victories. The kids love it and don't stop singing it. Whether it's over a school announcement, the school announcements, or our pep assemblies, we always have room to pump up our school spirit and encourage by rocking out our school anthem. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had local Fox News affiliate visit our school, and we were being interviewed. Several of the 5th graders proudly and spontaneously started in on the Val Vista fight song. It swept through the whole school in seconds on the live news. It was a great moment. How I've made a lasting contribution to the field of music education is by getting my kids involved in community causes. You can do a great job in the school as a teacher, win awards, accomplish great things. But it's when you get the kids involved in the community through music, that's when you leave a permanent fingerprint. These kids understand, as musicians, we touch lives. For example, in December of 2012, I took my kids on a field trip to a less fortunate elderly community and performed a free concert for them. The choir really understood how special this was to the community as they were able to experience what it feels like to touch the lives through music. So the students, as do I, appreciate contributing to the community through the arts. In another event, we took a trip to visit one of the best choral programs in the state of Arizona, Corona del Sol High School. My 3rd through 5th graders were able to interact with the high schoolers and perform together the song Waka Waka by Shakira. What a joy it was for me to see this type of communal bonding between elementary choirs and the high school choir. I've demonstrated a commitment to the broader cause of maintaining music education in schools by several things I've mentioned earlier. One, by singing as the featured vocalist in the event to raise money in Arizona schools. We were able to raise about $250,000. 2, by getting my kids involved within the community, sharing music with others, and touching lives. 3, by collaborating with other schools, the strength in music programs really do grow. In my music program at Val Vista, by building a relationship with the high school, my kids are inspired to further their study in music as they look up to the older kids. And as for the high school kids, it really touches them to see such hardworking and wonderful elementary-aged kids doing such an amazing job. And last, I believe it is imperative for music educators to get involved with other schools in the regions and the state. We as educators are students ourselves, and we need to continue on the path of learning. As we renew our minds from other teachers and colleagues, we can bring new material to our kids and be refreshing to their young minds throughout the school year. A way of doing this is going to music education conferences and being open to learning new things. This is my commitment of how I show how much I believe in the growth and the importance of music education.